Greetings. This is KA8TOA. My name is Greg. Welcome to the Portage County Amateur Radio Services PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net here on the K8IV repeater system. Using the club call K8BF for the net. This repeater system also accepts inputs from Echolink, so I'll be asking for check-ins from around the corner and around the world. Here on the Kent repeater. The repeater receiver is located in Sugar Bush Knolls, using a PL tone of 118.8 plus Echolink through the K8BF-L Echolink node. I'll be your net control operator this evening. As always, if you have any emergency or priority traffic, you may break into the net at any time. This is a directed net, and all calls will go through net control. You don't have to be a member of PCARS. Everyone is welcome. PCARS meets the second Monday of each month at 7 p.m. Monthly meeting is held at the American Legion Post 496 in Kent. Post is located at 1945 Mogador Road, and we're looking forward to seeing you there. Everybody is welcome. PCARS website is located at www.portcars.org. You can find out more information about PCARS on the website. PCARS also has a number of special interest groups that meet at the club site every Tuesday in Ravenna. Check out the latest award-winning newsletter on the club website for all information on these and other PCARS activities. During this net, I'll take pauses when asking for Echolink, since they have a slight delay in audio. When you check in, please give me your call sign, your name, and location. I'll acknowledge each call sign as I get them. Please be aware the repeater system has a 4-minute timeout. Okay, I don't have Echolink up, and I believe it is working, so all you folks on Echolink, you're up first. So who would like to be number one for K8BF?
OVQ in Uniontown.
Okay, I got Uniontown in there. All right, and the first part of your traffic was cut off. I recognize the name, and Bob, but can I get your call sign, please?
8 OVQ, Oscar Victor, Quebec.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Bob. You have any comments tonight?
Christmas and New Year's, missed the net last Thursday because we forgot about it. And that's about it. Back to the net.
Okay, Bob, very good. Okay, all right. Anybody following behind you?
K8BF, here is WB2RPW. Gary in Eatontown. Good evening, Greg.
Okay, Terry, we got you in there loud and clear. Comments for the net tonight. Go ahead.
Very good evening to everybody on the net, and just kept my feet up for New Year's, didn't do much, and got home about a week or so ago from my brother in Providence. I was up there for Christmas, and then just came home for before New Year's, and kept my feet up and took it easy. But very good evening to everybody on the net, and Happy New Year. K8BF, WB2RBW.
Thank you, Gary. Appreciate that. Glad to hear you on there. Okay, who wants to be number 3 on Echolink only? Please call.
Juliet Whiskey, KAPJW, Philip in Twinsburg.
Okay, Philip, I got you here in Twinsburg, and your call one more time, and then go ahead with your comments.
Kilo 8, Papa, Juliet Whiskey, KAPJW, and had a fairly quiet New Year's celebration, and in fact, we just went to bed at normal time, and just went about our day the next day and saw the highlights from the New Year's Eve on the news channel. So anyway, on Tuesday, we got a call from my son-in-law. My daughter bore her second child, Lucy. She came into the world at 3 in the afternoon, so we're looking forward to going up and visiting her whenever the dust settles and they're taking visitors. So lots of cool pictures. Anyway, that's what's going on here. I hand it back to you, Greg. This is K8DJW.
Okay, Philip, we appreciate that. Thank you very much. Congrats on the new grandchild, and hope everybody stays healthy and is healthy. Good for you. My grandson's going to be 1 year old here in a couple weeks, so yeah, a lot of fun. All right, who wants to be number 4 on Echolink? Please call K8BF.
IW in Uniontown.
There she is. Okay, Karen in Uniontown. Okay, what's going on? Happy New Year.
They're faster than me, I think. Yeah, we had a good holiday. Spent a lot of time with family, and so that was good. And I wish it was a little bit warmer right now, but it just goes along with it. But that's about all I have. Back to the net.
Okay, thank you, Karen. Appreciate that. Glad you had a good holiday. So we had a good New Year's, and of course a great Christmas too. So it's been great. Yeah, it's winter time. It's gonna get cold. Gonna be cold. Now we will be moving in a little warmer weather, hopefully. Right. What I'm looking for here is any more check-ins on Echolink. Please call K8BF now. Hearing nothing else on Echolink. All right. I'm looking for RF check-ins that have announcements for the club, or any club officers that would like to make some comments, throw some stuff out there. So any club officers, please call K8BF now.
KE8ARB, Brandon in Manaway.
Brandon, we got you on the list. Go ahead with your announcement.
All right, Greg, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I do want to take a second to congratulate Philip on his granddaughter being born. But I want to tell everybody else that we have a Parks on the Air activation coming up here on January 20th. We are going to be at Wingfoot Lake State Park at in the Oak Tree Shelter. That's down in Mogadore. There are details in the club newsletter about it, but we are going to have a good time down there, and we are going to have shelter from the cold. So if it ends up being real cold that day, we're going to end up having some heat being supplied. As far as we know, the restrooms are open, and Gene has volunteered. He says he's going to make a spicy pork and beans, so that should be a lot of fun. It might be another way to keep warm in the tent. Maybe best not ought to have said that. But anyway, I want to take a moment to invite everybody out. It should be a lot of fun. If you've never activated a park, come on out and check it out. And if you have, come spend some time with us. We always have a good turnout, and it should be a lot of fun. So with that, Greg, I'm going to hand it back to you and say 73s. This is KE8ARB.
Okay, Brandon, thanks for that. One quick question. What was the name of the park again?
All right, Greg, we're going to be at Wingfoot Lake State Park. Wingfoot Lake State Park. And we're going to be in the Red Oak Shelter this time.
Okay, we got Red Oak Shelter. Okay, thank you, Brandon. And maybe I'll be able to make it out there. We'll see what happens. Okay. All right, anybody else, any club officers, anybody else with announcements, please call. All right, I'm not hearing anything out there. Hope my radio's working, Brandon. Okay. All right, now how about regular check-ins? Anybody wants to check in and say hi to everybody? And please call. One at a time, guys.
K8QEP, David in Ravenna.
Okay, David, we got you. Stand by for a couple. Next check-in.
Whiskey 8, Golf Papa November, Tim and Kent.
Tim, we got you. Long time no hear. From Kent. All right. Next check-in.
Wow, it's vicious out there tonight. This is WB8LCD, Tom in Sugarbush Knolls, and right after me you can put down Jenny, KD8LIR, and I'm sure she'll have a comment for you too.
Okay, we got her on the log there. Okay, one more there, Tom. Let's see. All right, who wants to be next?
WCK, Rick in Shalersville.
Victor, KE8WVV, Ethan in Manway.
All right, Ethan, you're the last one. Thank you. KE8WVV, right?
Correct.
See, I still got a couple brain cells left. You're still in Manaway, right? Okay. Let's get back up there to David in Ravenna, KE8QEP. David, Happy New Year, and what's going on?
Okay, good evening, folks, and thank you, Greg. And Phil, congratulations on the new grandchild. That's very cool. Nice to hear folks tonight, or at least the people before me. I'll listen to the folks after me. I did a little 2-meter FT8 this evening, made it out 135 kilometers, which I guess isn't too bad. And then I was watching some YouTube videos last night, and I realized it's obvious that records or LPs or any record or wheel moves faster on the outside as the diameter is larger. And now, Greg, you're probably too young to remember records. But they're like big CDs, but they're analog. And so they're compact discs, which is different than uncompacted discs, which is what you get when you're spend time in zero gravity. But anyway, that's what records are, Greg. But it seems that actually records do have better frequency response on the outside tracks, as there's more furlongs per fortnight or centimeters per seconds of play. So you've got more length per time, which and I guess it's more complicated than that, but actually it's pretty interesting. At any rate, then I saw a squirrel. KBP, back to net.
Okay, David. Well, very good. Look out for those squirrels. But I always thought records were things that you put in file folders and put in a file cabinet. So maybe that's where my problem started out many years ago. All righty. Tim and Kent, your turn.
Yes, sir. Congratulations, Phil. My oldest grandson's 23, and my youngest is going to be 15. I got 4 grandchildren. It's been a tough couple weeks. I got an upper respiratory infection, wound up going to the med center on Monday, and I'm on antibiotic and just coughing up a storm and just feel miserable. So my Christmas and New Year's wasn't, but and that's about it. So back at you, K8BS. This is Whiskey 8 Golf Papa November 70, everybody.
Okay, Tim. All right. Well, I hope you get better. I'm sorry that you've been sick there. And get better. Holler. We'll come over and rescue you. Or bring you something or whatever. All right. All right. Yeah, that Tom got sugar balls. It's his turn.
KBF in the net, this is WB8LCD. Hey, good evening, everybody. And Jenny has decided that she just wants me to pass along her greetings to everybody here tonight, so I'll do that. I wanted to comment on the January 2024 issue of the Radiogram, and thank JC for picking that up. I don't mean to be brash here, but no one's going to be able to replace Parky. But boy, I think we had a great first issue under the new newsletter editor, and I think he did a great job. So I appreciate that, because that's an important part of the PCARS experience. And I actually had a lot of other really profound and intelligent things to say to you here tonight. However, my mind is now stuck trying to figure out on my old Led Zeppelin 12-inch platter how many times at 33 1/3 revolutions per minute that would have to spin to be converted into furlongs per fortnight. I'm just, my mind just kind of seized up on that. So I know Dave was going to judge things, those that come after him, on what they say, and I know I've just blown it out of the water. So I'll let it go at that. But hey, appreciate hearing everybody on the net here tonight, and looking forward to seeing you at the meeting next week. WB8LCD, back to net.
Okay, Tom, thank you very much. And yes, that reminds me. All right, hi, Jenny, and we got you on the list there. Yeah, we have a PCARS general meeting this coming Monday at 7 o'clock there at the Kent American Legion there on Mogador Road. And again, everybody's welcome. Please come on out. Okay, Rick, KD8WCK, your turn. What is happening in Shailersville, and are you keeping track of your records?
One time I had about 600 LPs, and I kind of have lost track of them. They're probably strewn between storage units and under my desk here. But I don't know about how many furlongs it is for the tracks of a LP. But David is quite correct. Sound quality on the outer edges is definitely better, especially in the early ones from the early 50s. Anyhow, lots of exciting news. I made my first CW QSO the other day. It was awfully painful for W2HY.
high in Scarsdale, New York, but there's a card on the way to him, and I got to keep on going. I heard Poland station and a Ukraine station the other night, but they did not hear me. And went to the store today. We bought a vacuum cleaner for Mara for our wedding anniversary, and David will let you guys all know when my funeral service is announced. Back to net, KD8WCK.
All right, guys. Well, you're doing pretty good there, Rick. Congrats on your wedding anniversary. And we hope you make it a few more years. All right. You know, the old records make good frisbees, so keep that in mind. And yeah, Dave has struck everybody's mind here, so he ought to be pretty proud of himself. All right, Ethan, K8WVV in Manaway, it's your turn.
K8WVV, well, good evening to everyone here on the net. I check into enough nets that I have to think about that. Anyways, don't have a whole lot here. I'm probably going to take apart the front end of my RC car because it feels like something is blown by the wiggliness of everything that is supposed to be solid. Anyways, don't have anything much else, so I'll hand it back to Net. K8WVV.
Okay, Ethan, thank you very much for hanging in there. You're doing a great job, and I'm really glad you're getting into the ham radio stuff. We're all very proud of you, so keep it up. All right, this is K8BF, and I'm looking for check-ins for the Thursday night net. One at a time, please give me a call.
W8KNO, Joe in Hiram Township.
Andy, Washington Township, Starr County.
Okay, all right, stand by, Stark County there. Joe, I got you, W8KNO, you beat him out there, so we got you there. Hiram Township, stand by for a few minutes. All right, the Washington Township station, come back and give me the full spiel again.
Sign, AC8JR, Alpha Charlie 8, Juliet Romeo. Andy's a name, Washington Township, Starr County.
Got you in the book here. All right. Okay, who's up next?
November 8, X-Ray Alpha Delta, Bob in Suffield.
Hey, Bob, I got you. Stand by for a few minutes there. In Suffield. Okay, who's next?
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo KE8TQR Keith in Uniontown.
Okay, Keith, I got you. All right. Just stand by there. Okay. We got you. Glad that you could stop by. All right, one more time. Can anybody else call us?
Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Bravo Alpha, Ken in Ravenna.
Okay, Ken, I got you on the log. From Ravenna, very good. All right, we'll get back to you in a second. W8KNO, Joe in Hiram Township. I woke up to about 1.5 inches of snow this morning. How about you?
Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. I woke up to about 3/4 of an inch of snow. The official count in Hiram was 0.8 of an inch. And for David's question, a furlong per fortnight is 1/8 of a mile and per 14 days. So that's what I have. Back to you, Greg.
1/8 of a mile in 14 days. Okay. Well, we got that written down. Maybe I'll text that to him later. All right. Joe, good job. All right, ACHTQ or TR, Andy in Washington Township. JR.
Give you another minute or so, you might get it. Well, thank you, and good evening, everybody. I'll let you know I got 29.7 at my QTH, and wasn't any wind, really, to speak of. Last time I took the dog out, it was kind of calm. So, the snow can stay up there. I don't need it down here. And we're just going to turn her back to net. ACHJR.
Okay. ACHJR. Sorry about that, Andy, but you know. All right, Bob in Suffield. NAXAR, I believe.
That's close. November. Delta. That's dangerous. And everyone, how's everything? I just want to say Happy New Year, and we'll see you all at the meeting and at Wingfoot Lake, the Oak Pavilion, I believe. Looking forward to that one. I live just right next door to it, so it won't be difficult. See you back in there.
Okay, for some reason, Bob, you were in and out, but we got the message. Happy New Year, and you'll be seeing us at the meeting and out there at Wingfoot Lake, so very good. All right, I don't know something going on with the repeater or what, but anyways, Keith in Uniontown, KE8TQR, your turn.
K8BF, KE8TQR. Good evening, Greg, and good evening to everyone else here on the net, on the first net of the new year. How about that? Yes, sir. Anyway, we had a wonderful Christmas, and it was nice and quiet here for the wife and I. The problem started Tuesday, and that's when we both came down sick. And last Friday, she was tested positive for COVID, and here just last Tuesday, I tested positive with it as well. So the new year started out a little bit on the downside, but we are getting better. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the year being just fantastic. Figured it started out that way, it could only get better. So anyway, I hope everyone else's Christmas and New Year was better than ours, and I just want to wish everyone a safe, happy, and prosperous 2024. And along with that, I just want to say, Greg, that I probably will not be at the meeting Monday night, being that I was tested here just the other day. I'm going to take some time and stay home for a while. So I had talked to you about that K8BF coffee cup. If you could hold me one for February, I'd appreciate it, but I understand if you can't hold on to them. So anyway, everyone have a great New Year, and I'll turn this back over to you, Greg, at Net Control. Fine job operating the net tonight. And this is KE8TQR saying 73, Happy New Year.
Hey, Keith. All right. Well, no problem with the coffee mug. We'll keep it for you. And you could also check in via Zoom to the meeting if you'd like. That's up to you, but I believe there was a QST that was sent out to your email address. You should be getting them. So anyways, good luck, and glad to hear that you're recovering and everybody is doing well. Happy New Year to you, too. All right, KD8OR, Ken and Ravenna, it's your turn.
It's KD8OVA, OB, Oscar Bravo Alpha. So, okay, no problem. Yeah, well, it's been a pretty good week. We went over to the SIG meeting on Monday. I learned a little bit. Still got a little more to learn on it, but we'll get it. We'll get it sooner or later. here this morning. There's a little bit of snow. There wasn't much snow over here, not over on the east side there. There must be a lot more hot air over here than what there is everywhere else. Before it snowed, I did get my Christmas decorations down, and I just didn't want to hear everybody in July saying, you know, you still have your Christmas decorations up. So I got them down, and they're all put away and everything, and so I can relax for another 360 days. Well, actually, I guess it'd be about 330 days. Then I got to put them up again. So anyway, other than that, that's about all that's going on, and we'll talk to everybody later on. Probably we'll see you over at the meeting, and other than that, that's about it. Back to the net, KD8OBA.
Ken, I got you corrected on the log. Got that squared away. Yeah, I took down my Christmas lights off the house, that is, on Tuesday afternoon. We had a little bit of sunshine, and weather was nice to get that taken care of. So that's two-thirds of the lights that were outside. We're leaving the other ones up on the Christmas trees, so that's a good thing. And so that's where we stand here. We got a general meeting Monday, coming up this coming Monday, 7 o'clock. It starts at the American Legion there on Mogador Road, and you can obviously show up earlier and order some food and some drinks and do a little visiting with everybody. So that's what's going on at the club. And let's see. I'm looking for more check-ins. Anybody else like to join us? Please call K8BF now.
W8KFW Mobile.
8KFW Mobile, go ahead. Any comments?
Yeah, I took my Christmas tree down. I got that done. Just on my way back from practice for the church, bass player and the band, you know, and going over some new songs. Sound very interesting. And that's really about it over here. Just on my way back home to Ravenna, and pondering if I'm going to stop and get a bite to eat, or maybe I could probably make something better at the house. That's about it over here. Back to net control. W8KFW.
Okay, well, we got you on the log, and safe travels, and very good. Glad you could stop by. All right, who wants to be number 18? Please call now.
Kilo Delta 8, India Charlie Romeo, Don in Aurora.
Okay, Don, I got you in here in Aurora. Go ahead with your comments.
Just enjoying the beautiful snowy weather here up in the north, and that's about it. Back to you.
Okay. All right. Well, we got you, yeah, well, I'm a little further north than you. I'm in Bainbridge, and yeah, it's like I said, 1.5 inches of snow. But you know what? We made our travels. We had to go to calling hours over in Atwater, there in Portage County, Atwater Township, and I was pretty surprised. They had a good inch of snow over that way, too. That did not melt today, so I think everybody got hit with that snow overnight. Anyways, that's enough of that nonsense. Who wants to be number 19? Please call K8BF now.
N8QE, Bob in Talmadge.
Go ahead with your comments. Glad to hear you. Nice to see you last night.
Yeah, good evening to you, Greg, and everybody else on the net tonight. Talmadge had about 1 inch of snow, pretty close to what everybody else had. And for the most part, it's melted on the sidewalks and the driveway. It's still sitting on the grass, but it is cold. Other than that, Happy New Year to everybody, and look forward to seeing people at the upcoming meeting on Monday. 73, back to you, Greg.
Thank you, Bob. Thanks for stopping by and giving us the report there. And hope you have a good rest of the week there, whatever's left of it here. Short days or short weeks and holidays, getting all messed up. But anyways, looking for number 20. Please call K8BF.
WCK with a recheck.
Okay, Rick, go ahead with your recheck. And have you had anything else to help David out there with some of his problems?
I don't think I'm professionally qualified enough to help David out, but I was having so much fun earlier being a clown that I forgot an important announcement to make for the club. Try to keep the evening of Tuesday, January 30th open if you can. We're hoping to have a replay for kids work session where the PCARS members get together and work on repairing toys that are broken, toys that have been modified for use for kids with special needs. Switches get broken, lights get broken, battery holders fall off, and that sort of thing. And we're hoping to have a session that night. I told the people in what kinds of repairs to do, and we'll send some information out on a QST as we get. But that's on Tuesday the 30th, and we're going to start early. I'm hoping that we can get set up at 5 o'clock, and then people can come in anytime and work until 9 o'clock, so we have a little bit longer opportunity to work on things, if we can. So keep it on your calendar. Replay for kids on the 5th Tuesday. KD8WCK, back to net.
Okay, Rick, we got most of that. And yeah, that's right, they did discuss that last night at the board meeting. So I'm sure there'll probably be a QST or something coming out on that also. Very good. Glad you guys are doing that. All right, anybody else like to check in to the K8BF net here?
November 8, Bravo Alpha Yankee. This is Ralph in Stowe.
Ralph, go ahead. From Stowe, what's your comments tonight?
This is N8BAY. Not really much to report. Had a really good Christmas and New Year's with the family. We had 2 grandchildren here with us Tuesday and Wednesday because their parents were working and they had the days off from school. They hadn't started yet, so year is starting off pretty good so far. So anyway, this is N8BAY, back to net.
Okay, Ralph. Well, very good. Yeah, that's right. School started back up and watched the school zone. Very good. I'm sure they ran you ragged. So, but it was all good fun, good times. All right, anybody else like to check in, please call K8BF.
N8WCP, Mike in Rootstown.
N8WCP, Mike, go ahead with your comments.
Well, my first comment is Happy New Year to everybody. Second is it's cold outside. No, just got finally vacation, unfortunately, ended. Had to go back to work, so now we're playing catch up. But got an opportunity to do a lot of amateur radio activity during vacation, and it's nice because there's some really good opportunities during the day to work some DX, and don't normally have that with work. So looking forward to someday being able to do that more often. And built a little project while we were on vacation. If you saw the latest QST, there was a audio recorder, an article about an audio recorder board. And I've been looking for something like this for a while because on working DX-LBPLUS, I get tired of throwing my call out there. So now all I got to do is just press a button, and the board does it for me. So I guess I'm getting a little lazy in my older age. Other than that, I'll say 73, and everyone have a great balance of the week and a great weekend, and look forward to seeing some folks Monday at the meeting. N8WCB, back to KBF.
Hey, Mike, thank you very much. Sounds good. Recorder, yeah, you save your voice that way, too. All right, well, good for you, and yeah, I know you've been having a good time the last couple of weeks with your family there and your son, so good for you. Unfortunately, you had to go back to work. All right. Anybody else like to join us who wants to be number 22, please call K8BF.
It's K8KBJ in Taylorsville. Good evening.
County Net Control. And we have our general PCARS meeting Monday at 7 p.m. at the American Legionnaire on Mogador Road. And you're more than welcome to order food there and show up a little earlier and kibitz with everybody. It's always a good time. And we appreciate everybody showing up. And you get to see people you haven't seen since last year. Hi, hi. All right, this is, where am I at? Hearing nothing else, I'll close the net. I'd like to thank everyone for taking their time to check in and say hi. Your participation is always appreciated. PCARS would especially like to thank the K8IV repeater owner for allowing us to use the repeater system for the PCARS net. I'll now turn the repeater back to normal amateur use. 73s, everyone. Hope to hear you again soon. K8BF is clear, also KA8TOA. And I think we got Dave's problem solved. So, anyways, that'll be it. Bye-bye.
KE8ARB. Hey, Greg, I think you missed KE8KBJ. You doubled.
I'm sorry, I probably did. What was the call?
Kilo Echo 8, Kilo Bravo Juliet.
Double with them. Okay, I got him on the log. If he's still out there, give me a call.
K8KBJ in Taylorsville, good evening.
Well, good evening to you, too. How's the vacuum cleaner?
Oh, my God. It's so wonderful. We might have another baby.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, you kids have some fun tonight and behave, and don't go outside. It's cold out there.
We're going to be planning for a baby shower versus a funeral at WCP.
Somebody's planning a baby shower or a funeral or maybe both. Who knows? Who knows about that? But that'll be interesting, Mike. Got you on that? Okay. And I don't know. Did I hear Dave out there? Are you out there, Dave? Is clear, and we had another check-in, so it made us a total of 23. So, all right. Again, appreciate everybody stopping by. KTOA click.
KB8TUI.
KB8TUI. Hi, Mike.
Tried checking in, I kept getting dumped on. So, now you can add me to your list.
Okay, consider yourself added on. Thank you. I don't know. I'm sorry you keep getting jumped on. I'm hearing other weird things on the repeater. I don't know if everybody else is hearing that too. I hear breaks and noises and scratching. I don't know if that's the weather or what's causing that.
TOANAWCP.
Ed, Mike.
Yeah, there were some dropouts there. The more interesting one was that it was happening when WB8LCD was talking, which I'm not sure how he's getting into the repeater, but if it's going through the input, he would have a good signal into it. So it might have something to do with the 220 link. I'd keep an eye on it and then maybe mention it to Ed.
Well, yeah, I hear a lot of frying pan noise, I guess, is what I'm hearing. Not quite sure if anybody else is getting that. Might be the ice or whatever on my antenna, but, yeah, they were just sort of dropping in and out there. So that was strange, but we'll make a note and get the information to Ed. Thanks, Mike.
This is K8QEP. Yeah, I heard some of those dropouts, and I'm not just talking about myself. Like Mike said, I did hear that when Tom was talking. So I thought maybe it was my radio. You know, as far as that new vacuum cleaner goes, you can also, I think you rate those in CFM, because it's air compressors too, but that's just cubic fortnights, or no, cubic furlongs per fortnight. So that it is a valid unit, although not one commonly used. K8QEP.
Hey, Dave, well, we appreciate everything you teach us. We really do. But like I said, that's what I thought the records were for, was either Frisbees or, you know, filing them in your filing cabinet, because that's where records go, right?
Well, Greg, that's mostly true, although, you know, in elementary school I had to play a recorder, which maybe the singular is a record, and that was a wind instrument. But yeah, they're medical records, and it's hard to keep track of, but you're the treasurer, aren't you? K8QEP.
Yeah, I was. I think they fired me last week and didn't tell me. I don't know. I'll have to check into that. Yeah. Well, you got a point there. Medical records and everything. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but well, learn something new every day from you. So I'm very glad that you join in every Thursday. Appreciate that. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. It's time. It's almost been it's been a good 45 minutes. So 73s, take care. Dave, have everybody Monday. Clear.
QEP. Yeah, Greg, 73, and good evening. And you did cut out a couple times there. And if somebody else heard that, it probably is the repeater, not my radio.
Yeah, hi, Jack. You're around. N8BIWB2RPW.
OBA. Anybody still listening?
OBA, KD8WCK.
Oh, good evening. Yeah, I was just wondering. I don't know whether anybody's interested or not, but yeah, I got FTA running through here. Right now, Europe's coming in pretty big. I got Slovenia, and right now I got Spain on there, so it's coming in really good there.
Cool. Yeah, the band's been good, by my opinion. Of course, maybe people that are more active don't think they are, but lots of good signals to follow. I'm going to let you go because I am trying to do 3 things at once, and I better get at least 2 of them done. So take it easy, and it's good to hear you on the radio. 73 from KD8WCK.
Okay, W8CK, KD8OBA. Oh, I'll be clear with you there. So, thanks for coming back anyway.
you.